welcome to On the Scene with Patricia McDougall, celebrity photographer, and we have some special guests with us today. Miss Denise, tell them.
Hey, Patricia. How
What's
you doing?
up, my sister? What's up? And then we have a special guest, and she invited a guest with her. Tell us. And your name is?
Chanel.
From D.C.?
Yes.
Chanel from D.C. is in the house. So we have a lot to talk about, so we're going to keep it moving. And Miss Denise, she is all over the place. You see her in all my photos on Facebook, everywhere else. You name her, she's there. So we want to start with showing some, everybody has been to, the video you just saw was from the new MGM. They celebrated the grand opening, and it was wonderful. Oh my goodness, right?
It was great. I had a great time.
I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning showing photos, and I actually gave everybody a treat. I actually posted them, and I don't usually post all the pictures. I mean, I still have some more, but I was giving them a little treat for the holidays. So I was on a roll. As you can see,
yes.
all hours of the nights. And as you can see, all the photos of the VIPs and who was in the house. And you could see me. I was definitely in the house. And I was representing. And my girls, those are the two fabulous makeup artists of the era. And Miss Jan DuPlain, she is doing her thing. And now you know. And Denise and my girl, Shonda,
yes.
They was in the house. And everybody knows this gentleman here. He actually has a restaurant in the new MGM. And Omarosa, she was in the house. And we could see everybody, including Barnes. Mark was in the house. And Tim. And I mean, if I was to tell you the names, I mean, it's just endless. That's why I post them on social media today, so you can see the who's who, and everybody can start naming everybody who was in the house during the new MGM. Did you get a chance to get to the new MGM?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So what part did you find that was most fabulous?
I haven't even been through the whole thing. It was so big and so much to overcome. It was really overwhelming,
right?
really overwhelming.
What? Even Blitz was in the house and skiing. I'm roasting. All my buddies were there, and I was just snapping away, having a super fabulous time. What was the best? I did gamble. I did spend $10, and I lost it in a matter of seconds because I remember when I was going to the casinos, they used to have, money would flow down and go clink, 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 and all of these nickels and dimes and quarters would fall out. This would be in Vegas, right?
Exactly.
And now I was playing the machines, and I was just pushing a button, and all I could see was the numbers, clink, 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 and then it was gone. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see any change. So I don't know about you, but I like the quarters falling down. So I'm gonna go to a casino where they have the quarters falling down so I can see something.
Right.
So now I gotta turn in my 25 cents because that's all I So all I was able to get out of that was 25 cents. So it's all good. It was so much fun. And if you live anywhere close to the National Harbor area, you have to make your way over there. Now, I'm not saying come today or tomorrow. Right. I think my girl's going over there. You going
yes,
over there?
I'm going over there when I leave.
She's hooked.
I'm going to Papa's to have some brunch or dinner.
Oh, there you go.
And crab cakes.
Okay, and they have some fabulous food over there. Yes. Oh my goodness! And I mean, and when we were there, it was this open forum. It was like every restaurant and every food, everything. I mean, anything you wanted to eat was there, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
And I tasted everything. By the time I finished, they were like, "You want to get some chicken and some hot dogs or whatever it is, hamburgers?"
Right.
I said, "I don't want to see food for days." But anyway, we're going to move right along because we have so much to show today because I was all over the place, as you can clearly see from the social media, from Facebook. And we were just live just now. I think Leah was able to get that up there going for me, so hopefully you're able to see us live. And then you can chime in to Listen Vision because we are in the house here doing wonderful, wonderful things. So we're going to move right along to our next venue. Well, we might have some more. No, actually, I want to keep with that. Before the new MGM opened up, we actually had a VIP reception, and that was over at the Ronald. No, I have to get it straight, right? The National Press Club, right? And so we had some VIPs over there as well, and so I just wanted to show those pictures too. So let's see. We have so much to talk about. I probably don't even have them in the right order, but it's okay. We're going to come right back along to that. It's the videos. Can we show those videos very briefly, real quick? The rest of them?
Ron Livermore, Railroad Architects, and I'm just happy to see this vision took almost 2 years to do come to fruition. I'm here with my wife Sharon, who said, listen to see the vision with us as well. for me and you. Thank you, thank you. I got my red dress on tonight. Then thought it would do life. Got my hair a real big beauty good side. High heels on, feeling alive. Oh my God, I feel it in the air. The bone wires, I'm buzzing, I'm feeling like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire. Nothing feels me anymore. Kiss me up before you go. Sometimes say to me, I just wanted you to know, baby, you're the man. I got that summertime sadness. Got that summertime sadness. Got that summertime sadness. Oh, oh, oh.
As you can see, my man, they was in the house. Everybody was in the house. Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see any of that while you were there?
No, I
you didn't
missed
miss
that.
it. It was just too much. The place is
Missed
huge.
that.
What? And guess what? It's continuing. And by the time I finished and I went to the front door, they had lines and people. There's so many people was trying to get in.
Exactly.
Max-
They were blocked out.
max capacity.
Yes, and did you catch me on NBC? I was actually on NBC. I was in the traffic in the beginning, and I actually posted that too. And they were, and they asked me a question. They says, "What do you think about the traffic?" Because I live in Virginia, so going to Virginia from DC, working at Howard, and driving there every day. I'm telling you what, I'm keeping it real. I'm not driving that way when I go home. Forget the Thursday and the Friday. I'm going around 395.
Exactly.
How about that, right? But it's all good. But I had a wonderful time, and I hope you enjoyed the videos. There's a little bit of a couple of artists that was in the house representing, and they even had the what is it? The Redskins.
Band, yes.
Yeah, so that's why I brought Denise on, because Denise is, she is the celeb when it comes to Redskins. So we're going to talk a little bit about Denise and what she's doing and all that fun stuff. So Denise, tell us. That's number 2. She's our special guest.
You are so
How about we're
kind.
excited? So we're going to show some pictures of Denise with her crew.
All right, no problem.
How about that?
Yes.
All right, yeah. So Denise is in the house. We have 2 Denise. My Denise, she's in travel. She went to
Yes.
New York. She's doing wonderful things. And I want to give a special shout out to my other girl, Denise Mitchum.
Yes,
She was
she's
actually on. She's on the board, I think, with the Trump. So,
Exactly.
so we are so excited for her. Oh my God! I guess you got to do something with everybody, right? How about that? So represent. Anyway, so now we have Miss Denise here. Tell us a little about what's going on here in these photos.
Oh, those are those are Wizards.
Oh, Wizards.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the advisory board for the Wizards. They picked up from my travel company to help sponsor.
And Obama was in the house.
Yeah, they
with
was in the house on the
Michelle.
cam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the alum, George Murasan, Michael Adams. That's the commentator, Rodney. He's
Okay.
awesome. And New York comes in the house. I'm from New York, so when he come to town, I gotta be there to help represent New York. That's my girls. When we went to and had got a box. They gave us a box up there, the Budweiser box, so we was hanging out up there.
Denise is too much. I can't keep up with you, Denise. You're just
Girl.
all over the place.
It's all about having fun.
It's all about having a good old time.
Yes.
What?
And that picture was when Bradley first came to us. Bradley Bill had just signed with us. And of course, John Wall, franchise.
Okay. And who's the lady
That's
right
my
here?
niece.
Oh, she looks like
That's
you a
my
little
niece,
bit. I can see
Christine.
it.
Yes.
Look at Denise, all up in it. I hope she takes you to the games.
Oh, yes.
Well, Denise, I need a spot over there too.
Not a
I need to
problem.
highlight my brothers up in the house. You know what I'm saying?
We got you.
I need to bring some of them onto the show. How about that? That would be awesome. I would have asked her today, but we was up for time. How about
We
that?
have to work on that.
We have to work on that for sure. I hope they can fit in the chair here because I'm falling off.
They are. All big. But they cool.
But they cool, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
when's the next game? Do you know?
Wednesday.
All right, so you need to call Denise if you need a ticket. Front row seats. How about that?
VIP is the only way to go.
I'm all about VIP, so you know
know
how I
it.
roll.
That's right.
There is no joke about that one.
Exactly.
But anyway, we'll move right along. We want to go on to number 3. We're going to talk about Larry Graham. He was in the house, and he was representing. Oh, my goodness. What? As you can clearly see, and we got some music for you, too. I was on the stage, backstage, all over the place, and I did post a few pictures of Larry, and that's my girl up in there doing her thing. So who's who was in the house? That's all I'm going to say. And as you can see, I was behind the scenes again. And you know, I had to show my man, he's always up in there doing his thing. And he's everywhere and everywhere, and everybody was in the house. As you can see, HUR was definitely being represented over there.
Yes.
So, you know, I want to give a big shout out to all who actually participated and had some fun. And we do have a video too, but we just wanted to show you some of the pictures. And my girls, they were just doing it up. And I got there late, as a matter of fact, because the traffic was crazy.
Yeah.
I got stuck in the traffic coming in. And what happened was another show coming out. And I didn't know when I was waiting, I couldn't figure it out. But it was all good. You know what I did? I told them I had to get in there. I just made up an excuse. And I turned around, and they was mad. They had about 4 police cars, not police cars, but, you know, police officers asking me what I was doing. And I just said I had to go in the building very urgently because I had a crisis, and he let me in. and the show actually, they went another extra hour.
That's Larry.
So Larry wouldn't get off the stage. Oh my God. And I was like, all right, now this is just wonderful. So I had a wonderful, wonderful time. So we're going to show a little video, if we can, of Larry doing his thing on the stage. And this is quite a long video, but it's so good. I want to show it because I enjoyed it. If you missed it, I hope you get to his next show because I'm gonna tell you, he is serious. He is not playing, and he didn't want to leave the stage. I kid you not. What? But anyway, it was all good. I enjoyed it. I stayed there. I don't know. We even closed down the building because they had an after party, and we was in there partying the whole time. We was not even leaving the building. They was like, okay, and they was flashing the lights on and off, and they had the flicker. They were like, the party's over. Larry's gone. No, he's in the back. But anyway, it was lots and lots of fun. So we want to give a shout out to that one for sure. But anyway, moving right along, we were at the Legacy Affairs, and that was a Rainbow Push Coalition and Citizens Education Fund, and that was on Monday. It's called the Legacy Affair, and that was December 5th. And I mean, as you could see, Kiki White was in the house. Oh my! And she turned it out. When I say turned it out, I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna post some more photos a little bit later today. And Tank was in the house, and everybody. I'm gonna say who wasn't in the house? What? David was in the house. I mean. Now, you see I had to get a picture with Tank. As fine as he is, Lord of mercy. What? And it was the birthday to Reverend Jesse Jackson, so we want to give a special happy birthday to the Reverend because he is awesome. He's doing some wonderful things. He really is. We need to give him credit where it's due, right? And so we just love him. And even Al Sharpton showed up for his birthday. Isn't that nice? The only thing I said, where's the cake? It was, I don't know. We ran out of time and they were throwing us out the building. Then again, we got thrown out again because we was in overtime. But you know, it's all good. I was in the house and I was having a wonderful time. But anyway, we want to go on, move it right along to number 5. We were just having some fun pictures and some mannequins. You know, nowadays, you know, you're doing a mannequin video piece.
Yes.
So I had to do. Oh, we must show that video. Oh, let's wheel it back first. Hold on.
You are on the scene, Patricia McDougal. Shout out to my man, Dr. What up, it's your boy Tank, and you are on the scene, Patricia McDougal. Shout out to my man, Dr. Reverend Jesse Jackson.
So you know, I didn't want to forget that, right? That's very, very important. My man Tank gave and showed some love. How about that? He gave me a shout out, and he also gave a shout out to the Reverend, because that was the first time they're meeting. But wait till he sees the picture that I have of them too. Oh my, he is going to love it. Now, I was going to show it on the show, but I want to show that one because that needs to stay long, right? Because he is going to cherish that one because it's really genuine. But anyway, moving right along, we're going to go up to and talk a little bit about the mannequins. Did you do a mannequin yet? You need to.
I haven't done
Girl,
one yet.
did you do a mannequin? You did?
Yes.
Oh my! So we'll have to show them, not today, but definitely we have to see your. Just visit Denise. Tell them where we can find you, Denise. See your mannequin page.
I'm gonna get one in on one of my.
Oh, you don't
pages.
have one yet?
No, but I'm
well, she's
have
gonna do one tomorrow.
Yes. I'll get
As a
it
matter of
in.
fact, she should get it in today because she's getting ready to go over to the MGM,
Casino.
right?
Yes, I am.
She's going to casino. She should do one at the casino, holding the slot machine.
Something.
And then that would be a good one.
I'm gonna get one over there.
And then she's going to send it to us. We're going to show it next week. Hopefully, before the end of the week, she'll have one done.
Yes.
Right? Or you can send yours in. But anyway, let's show the ones that we have today to show the mannequins. Now you know. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
That's called a real one, right?
That was nice.
Now I saw some today. They even did one at the MGM. They did already. They did. It was on Twitter. So you have to visit the MGM website for the Twitter page to check it out because it's really cool. Those are the VIPs. We VIPs, but those are the real VIPs for real. Seriously, no joke. But anyway, we did have. I think we had some other photos in there. Can we just show them briefly? Because I even had my kids chiming in on that. Okay, those are my little. I'm gonna call my little ones. That's the gang's all here photo. And those are Leah with her friends. I had to get them too, right? And that's my crew right there, all my family members, my little ones, big ones, in between ones, Yeah, those are the kids and the other ones. But anyway, so I just wanted to give a shout out to all the mannequins that's doing their thing. I had a video, but I didn't like it, so I didn't know, show it today. But that's okay. We'll get another one going. But anyway, let's go to number 6. We're going to go to Kirk Whelan. He was in the house. Were you there?
Girl, no.
Denise is always in the
know.
house. What happened, Denise? How did you miss that one? Oh my goodness! And who was in the house? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm telling you, Norman Brown was in the house. I don't know. Kevin Whalen was in the house. Even what's her name? Kiko. Yes. And you know I had to get a picture with her. She really is really genuine. But she sits there and she's playing on that piano. She is no joke. I ain't even gonna lie about it. But anyway, I just got lots of pictures as you can clearly see, and we even have some missing, but it's okay. I didn't put them in the crew. But as you can see, everyone was having a fun time, and you know where that is. That's at the Bethesda Jazz Blues. We were doing our thing, and Denise was in the house, and we got some music for you too. Let's let you hear something.
You spend it all with me, all the seasons and the times of your days, all the nickels and the dimes of your days. Let the reasons and the rhymes of your days all begin and end with me. I want to see your face in every kind of light, in fields of dawn and forests of the night, and when you stand before the candles of the cave. Oh, let me be the one to hear the silent wish you
Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. She can play, can't she?
Yes.
You just get mesmerized by that song. What? Well, you'll have to get some of her CDs because I'm sure they are available online. Because she didn't have any. I think she did. She was signing autographs, so she must have had some online. But anyway, we're going to move right along because we were doing so much. We were actually at the International Leadership Conference, and so Denise was in the house on that one. So we just want to show that. As you can see on my little papers here, you know I have to keep it straight, right? But anyway, so much going on. Denise is normally here to tell you the story, so I'm here to tell it today, right? How about that? So let's show the International Leadership photos. As you can clearly see, I was in the house for that. It was a reception, and it was absolutely wonderful. And I mean, it had Who's Who was in the house there as well, and we had a wonderful, wonderful time. And it was just nice. And then they actually had something going on down at the Russell Building. Okay. So we was in the house there, and as you can see, we were doing our things. I don't know, we're not showing too many pictures, but it's okay. We'll come back around to those photos a little later. But let's go down to the Little Angels, because that had a little, that was, I guess, the same time frame. The Little Angels, maybe we could show them. And these are the, how you say, I want to make sure I get it straight, right? Let me get my little notes here, right? I'm always crashing machines with my on my 100,000 photos, videos, and everything else to go with it, right? And we call them the little angels. And the little angels, as you can not see, but we'll talk a little bit about it. Who's who was in the house for that? It's called, if you look it up online, it was actually at the theater. What do you call this theater right there? It's not the Howard Theater, but it's a little theater down there by
Was that National?
the National Theater, right?
National
They
Theater.
have a lot of performances at the National Theater. Oh my goodness! And they call the Little Angels, and they truly are little angels. They were awesome. When I say awesome, truly, truly awesome. I enjoyed the performance. I actually put some live on social media, and if we can, we'll try to show some pictures for that too. If we can't go back to the other ones. I know my pictures are all high res, so it's always messing up, but it's all good. If we can show some of those, that'd be awesome. And yeah. Oh, so we're going right back to that was a dinner. That was actually at the Russell Building. We was participating in the International Leadership Conference, and they had a reception. And I actually signed the International Leadership Conference to be a part of it. Just say that I agree with what they have to say. But they had a lot of political Congress people coming in and out. And of course, I was working till the regular hours, and then I had to get down there, so I missed a little bit of it, but it was all good. And right here is the European Union. They had another event up at the Ronald Reagan Building, so we stopped in over there. Passing through again, got to show my face everywhere, right? And of course, you can see Miss Jan DePlane. She's always representing, standing next to her ambassadors, as you could clearly see, doing her thing. I just love her, and I hope you got to see those pictures I showed earlier because those were awesome. Now we're going to go back over here. This was actually at the Little Angels. They had a reception, and they had a little awards piece going on as well, and it was really nice. As you can see from the photos, they were fabulous. Oh my God, and the drummers right there, I have some drum beats for you, but I'm not gonna play them today because we'd be here all day listening to that. If you miss them, you need to follow that group, the Little Angels, because they truly are angels. I kid you not. The dancing, they mesmerize you when you actually watch them while they're performing online. And I think we could show a video if we can. That would be awesome because they truly are blessed. As you can clearly see, like I said, Was they wonderful?
Nice. That's
What?
really nice.
And when you're in the room with them and you could hear the sound, oh my goodness. And that wasn't it. They had some of the dances were just super fabulous. But anyway, I'm sure you could visit them. I don't know what state they're in now because they do travel, but they are absolutely awesome, right? And they call them the Little Angels. And as you saw the pictures, we showed some of the pictures. Can I show them in the little red, the picture of them in their little red coats? Because when they came out of the theater, they were all marching around and everything. And we had a few pictures, people in the house that we want to just make sure we could just maybe show a few pictures of who was in the house at that, because that was like awesome. I mean, who was there? And to see them, aren't they awesome? They look so cute, as you can see the little angels. They did a tour, and they was here on the 29th, but I wasn't here, so I wanted to make sure that we actually was able to see them, as you can clearly see from the photos that, again, because I had such a wonderful time, I wanted to make sure that you were able to see everybody that who was there being representing. So anyway, just want to give a shout out. But anyway, let's move right along. We're going to go down to the Hungary. It was at the Hungary Embassy. It's the Azar Foundation for Children of the World, the Middle East Children Institute. They gave an evening to benefit children in the Middle East, of course, and that one right there was awesome. So I just want to give a shout out to Shaheen. She actually, that was her thing. That was her baby, I'm gonna call it. And it was so crowded, we didn't even have enough space. I mean, she outgrew it. So we have to find a bigger place for her next year. And as you can see, Miss District of Columbia was in the house representing, and all of the ambassadors who showed up. I mean, there were so many I can't even name them, but of course, Botswana was in the house, and this was actually the ambassador for Hungary. But anyway, just want to give a shout out to that event as well. So let's move right along to Qatar. I know I'm all over the place, right? I'm at
It's all over the place. Yes, you are.
So now the Qatar, what? Now that was super fabulous. I mean, I was in my seventh heaven. That was a reception in the night, and the ambassador, of course, of Qatar. That was over there at the National Portrait Gallery, and that one right there was. They had food. It was just beautiful. The music was there. Everybody that was in the house represented well. So, I mean, and of course, you can see I'm everywhere. And that's inside the building. Have you been in there, right?
Yeah,
Have you
it's
been
been
in
a
there?
while. But yeah.
Oh, well, you, and that's me, of course, holding up my sign for Qatar representing. You know, everywhere I go, I represent. And, you know, of course, it's a donkey. Is that
You
what
have
that is?
to,
A
yeah.
camel?
Camel.
So, you know, I got to fall into line, whatever it is that they got going on, you know, show my face and show some footage, right? But anyway, I was excited to be there representing. So we're going to move right along to, I don't know if we showed the African Museum, but I want to go back to the African Museum number 10, the photos, because the reason being, I've been to the African Museum so many times. I mean, I can count them, maybe about 6, 7 times. And every time I go there, I see something different.
I know.
You
Something
can't
you
even
didn't see.
make yourself, like, you can't, like, there's so many levels.
I
But
know.
separate from that, there's so many corners and places. Like, I've never even seen this. I mean, have you seen that? Did you even
No,
know
I
it
missed
exists?
that.
But anyway, there is a room in there. I don't know what they call it. That's another floor that I went upstairs to, and I had to show that because, of course. And then Leah was in the house with a girlfriend representing. Did you see that?
I did
Yes.
see
The spaceship, the
Yes.
mothership, and then the brothers upstairs. I
Yes,
mean,
I took a picture
I didn't
of
even
that.
know they had a sports floor. But this room right here, I just fell in love with it. I mean, I would just want to sit there. And right outside that room is the restaurant. And I know you've been to the restaurant.
Been to
Yeah.
the restaurant.
Well, let me tell you, if you haven't been to the restaurant, when you get over there, make sure when you go, you have money in your pocket. That's
know,
all I'm gonna
right?
say.
Exactly.
2 people, it's like $50. By the time you get the
Yes.
dessert and the I'm gonna say the shrimp
Yes.
with whatever it is, everything in there
It's
is
gonna cost.
it's going to cost. But you know what? Save your money. It's well worth going in there to sit down and just have the ambiance of being in the African Museum and support. That's the bottom line, right? And so I just want to say, if you haven't been there, you have to go. Now, if you need a trip to the D.C. area and you need a tour guide during the holidays, not right now because I can't help you.
Right.
I have a normal job. But, you know, during the holidays, if you need a tour guide and you need to go to the MGM and you need to go over to the African Museum and you need just to
go.
get to see DC and you're traveling from wherever, call me, because guess what? I could be your tour guide, your photographer,
you
and
go
I
all
only.
in
But
one.
just remember, I only go to the VIPs. I don't know if I can get you in the VIPs, but if you have money, you can go anywhere, right? So I can tell you where they are, and if you choose to go, that's on you. But anyway, there's lots of things going on in the DC area, and so we welcome you to come out and participate. And Denise got the Wizards, right? Is that it?
Wizards,
Yes.
Redskins, I got you.
She, you heard what she said, right? She got you, right? I'm gonna be calling her next week and see what she says. But anyway, let's move it right along to the Winter Wonderland, and that's at the Ronald Reagan Building. Now, have you been there?
No.
Have you been there? No. Oh my goodness, what's going on with these girls here? I'm gonna help them out. I'm gonna invite them next year because guess what? The event is free. This is free, and of course, you know I had to get one picture in there and show my face, right? To talk about Winter Wonderland, of course, you had the presidents and all them. That wasn't even all the ambassadors. I was standing too close. I was rushing because I was on my lunch hour, and I only had an hour to get there and get back and take some pictures. Right. And so when I got there, everybody, all the photographers, they were all in the front taking pictures, and they wouldn't give me even a little space. So it's okay. I have a picture of the group. I just showed pictures of the ones I thought would represent the Ronald Reagan crew, and you know everybody at their best, and I like that one the best. But anyway, you have to go because the food from all different countries and the entertainment, the food, the flavor, everything, and the clothes. You can buy anything you want from all of the different countries.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, you have to visit my page to see the rest of the pictures. That's www.patriciamcdougallphotos.com, and you can see all the pictures for all of the events I just showed you today. I just gave you a little synopsis. Even though on Facebook today I gave them a big sheet. I actually put, I don't know how many pictures I put up there. What? And Denise, she was probably shocked. She's like, Patricia's on a roll. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was still posting, right?
I'm like, what? Look at you. Early in the morning.
I seen some of them.
That's because I was so exhausted from all these activities. Yesterday, all I could do was sleep. So then when I woke up, I was like wide awake. So I said, let's have some fun. So I said, okay, so we can get everybody live and revved up here and show some of the footage. And everybody was in the house. So you know I had to show everybody. Because every time I post a picture, somebody would inbox me say, Patricia, remember me?
Right?
I was there. So, and I said to myself, everybody's awake. What's the story here, right?
Waiting for you to drop those photos.
They were waiting for me to drop the photos, and so they just wanted to give me a little reminder. Remember, I was at the event too. Exactly. But anyway, so if you haven't made your way over to the MGM, oh my goodness, do you remember what restaurants was there? Can you name a few?
Andre,
Shake Shack,
Fish, Taps,
Chicken and Donuts.
Yes. Tell it.
Chicken and Donuts.
Chicken and Donuts.
Yes.
I didn't see that one. Did you remember which
Papa's
one did you?
That was right next
to Papa's Crab Cakes.
Oh,
Chicken
Papa's
and
Crab
Donuts.
Cake.
Yeah,
What?
that big pizza.
Pizza? I didn't see a pizza.
Big
I didn't see
pizza.
that until what Jerome Bettis went over there. He wanted pizza. I was like, oh my God.
They
look
got
how big
pizza
he
too?
got Pizza.
Was it a New York pizza?
It was big.
It
It
was
was
big.
a
I'm
big
serious.
pizza?
Some
Oh.
big
Marcus
slices.
restaurant too.
Oh, I met Marcus.
Oh,
Did you?
yeah.
I don't know if I showed that picture, but I was hanging out with Marcus.
that's
I mean, they
right.
had the music going on. I mean, I was in so many. But I'm gonna tell you, when I first walked in to the MGM, we was in one room. We thought this was the, everything was going on up in here, right? And then we seen people coming in and leaving. We goes, where's everybody going? We didn't realize the place was so big, and we had the whole place. And then we started walking through the hall and seeing everybody. It was like a mini reunion. Like, I mean, I saw everybody from all over, not just people from here, but also from people from New York and Chicago. And I mean, they came from all walks of wherever to be a part of this. So, I mean, and there was a few people I didn't see, and I'm sure they was in the house. So I'm going to have to look at their page to see. Because I was surprised they was not walking around like with me saying, Patricia, my picture's over here. But anyway, they also had a photo that was at the top where, and maybe we can, if we have time, we can just show the pictures back again from the MGM. And I want to just show you, there was a picture where the gentleman was singing, Johnny is his name, did he say? And they had flowers or trees on the wall. I do believe there was a professor from Howard University who actually provided that beautiful artwork. And if you go in that room and you sit there and you're listening to music, it's awesome. Oh my goodness.
That's a beautiful place.
So you going there to have brunch, you said?
Yes, I am.
Can you get in? Is it because I hear, they say,
I
if
think
you don't
12
get there by a certain time, you can't get in.
Well, last night we came through. We was going to stop through last night around 11:30, and it was at max capacity. But that just meant that there was no more parking spaces. But then I found people was at the commuter lot. They were
walking over.
Tanger
They were
and walking down the hill. So you can get in. You just can't park on the premises because it's all full.
Oh, yeah. Well, when we first got there, they wouldn't let us in either. They said, oh, no parking. Keep going around. And, we had to show our VIP pass. Of course, we had one. Right. And we said, wait a minute, hold up.
Let me
show you my VIP pass. And they said, oh, yeah. We had 2 cars. And they said, let them in. We was like right at the front door. Before you know it, we was inside. But anyway, there's lots of areas you can go. There's lots of places you can go inside. It is super fabulous. So we want to give a shout out to all who participated and went and had a good time and have fun today, Denise. So tell us, where can they find you, ladies? I know very quickly.
I'm on Facebook. I have 3 pages. You can find me.
Tell them your name.
Denise.R.Austin.
And then, you have what? Yes.
And I have another one, Denise R. Austin.
Okay, and Denise, you have to find her. She's everywhere.
Yes,
and my
I'm
sister
there.
here.
Chanel Nicole.
All right, Chanel Nicole. Is that your Facebook page?
Yes.
I don't know. She's private, but she ain't private anymore today. Yes, it is. Anyway, Patricia McDougal on the scene, celebrity photographer, every Sunday at 2. So listen in, and we just love you. So thank you. Patricia McDougal is www.patriciamcdougalphotos.com for all those pictures that you're going to see more of. Thank you.